To install Oracle setup, we need to follow these instructions. So I will be going through step by step. So I'm going to install it on one of the machines in the lab. To connect the machines, we need to have TeamViewer. So I have TeamViewer installed, and it is very easy to install. You can just go to teamviewer.com and click on download. Go to TeamViewer and say download free for private use, and it automatically downloads it, right? So I already have this installed. You have to just run this executable and TeamViewer will be installed. It's a very easy installation. And here when you start the TeamViewer, it asks for a partner ID. So I will be providing you a list of partner IDs. For example, we have IPPC1, IPPC2, and there are certain partner IDs you would be getting. For all the passwords are Whitebox QA. So I would be installing it on this particular partner ID. So I'm just copying it, and I have to write the partner ID here and say connect to the partner. So when you are connecting to, you would be asking a partner ID, and then you have to enter the password. So I'm connected to a machine like this. Okay. So let's say I have to install the Oracle on this machine. So this is the Windows XP. The installation is would be same on Windows 7 and Windows any other Windows. Windows 8 has a different view, but the steps would be exactly the same. So you need to download the executable. To download the executable, what you can do, if you see, go through the instructions. You have to go to oracle.login. So you need to go to this particular page, or you can what you can do, the best way to do is you just Google. So what you Google, Oracle Express Edition. So you need to download Express Edition. Download. This is a free software, open source. It will take you to this link, and if you see here 11G release 2, you need to accept the license. Then if you see here release 2 for Windows X32, you need to download this, right? So I already have an account, so that's the reason it allows me to download, but still it will ask me to log in into the account, right? So I have an account, and if I provide the password, it will allow this download would start. So once it is downloaded, it would be something like this. It would be something like this. If you see this file, Oracle XE 112 underscore win32. Okay, so you need to unzip it. So when you unzip this file, you will be there would be a folder with the same name, and in this folder there is a disk one, and this disk one there is a setup, right? So you need to double click on setup. Click on next, accept the agreement, next. You need to have this much of space. You need to enter the password. Never forget that password. If you forget that password, you won't be able to change it. So you always forget or remember the password. The best way is to use, because the machine would be used by you, or you only put the password as Whitebox QA. You will never forget it. Whitebox QA. And the confirm password, Whitebox QA. Install. This installation might take 15 minutes, so you need to wait. So after the installation, you will see this and press finish. Once you press finish, you will see in your programs Oracle Database 11g Express Edition. To start the database, you need to click on Start Database. If you see this, that means your database has been started. To check it that your database is properly installed, what you can do, you can go to Run SQL command line and write this query. Connect sys as sysdba. Then enter the password. The password is whitebox QA. And if it says connected and you see a SQL prompt, that means your database is installed properly. When you are typing the password, you won't see the password printed on the screen. It's hidden. But you have to write the same password. It is being used. So if all these steps are done, that means your database is installed correctly. Now I'll show you how to install SQL Developer. To install SQL Developer, we need JDK installed on your machine. So let's see how to install JDK. Again, you can Google and find out. You have to use JDK 6.0. So what you will Google? JDK 6 download. Okay. So depending upon your machine is 32-bit or 64-bit, you have to download that particular version. So you will be taken up to this particular download page, and you scroll down, you have to download JDK download, and click on download. Then you have to accept the license. Then this, if you see, these are two files. If your system is 32-bit, then you have to download Windows x86, this particular file. If it is 64-bit, you have to download this one. How to find that your machine is 32-bit or 64-bit? What you have to do, you have to go to computer, right? Go to computer and go to system properties. In system properties, if you see 64-bit operating system, that means your machine is 64-bit. If you don't see anything like this, that means your machine is 32-bit. Only 64-bit machines will display something like this. So when you know that your machine is whatever word size, then you have to download the corresponding executable. So my machine is, this virtual machine is 32-bit machine. So I have downloaded 32-bit JDK. So if you see here in my downloads, I have downloaded the JDK 32-bit. This one, right? So I would be double clicking it and I'll install Java. So I'm installing JDK 6.0 on my machine. This installation is again very simple. You just have to accept the default settings. This JDK is required to run SQL Developer. Your Oracle Express Edition doesn't need it if you are using SQL command line, but we would be using SQL Developer mostly for our queries. So that's the reason we are installing JDK. And anyway, JDK you need to install for other softwares also. So you have to install Java on your machine. Click next. And say finish. So once you have installed, you have to set the environment variable. To set the environment variable, what you need to do, go to start and then go to control panel. Maybe you can go through my computer also, maybe my computer, and say view system information, advanced. If you see here environment variables, environment variables, and then you have to go to path and say edit. Okay, then you have to find where your JDK has been installed. So JDK is generally installed in C program files, Java, JDK 1.6 bin. So you have to copy this address, copy, and then coming back to my computer. Here at the end of this variable, put a semicolon and paste it. So you are pasting C program files, Java, JDK, bin, and press OK. And press OK. So your path variable has been set. So your JDK is installed nicely. Now we need to install SQL Developer. SQL Developer, for SQL Developer, again you have to Google SQL Developer download. Again you have to accept the license. And you have to download the Windows 32-bit download without JDK. Not the first one, the second one. This download you need to do the one which 174. So it depends on again on your machine. My machine has 32-bit, so that's the reason I would be downloading 32-bit. If your machine is 64-bit, then you have to download 64-bit. So I will download this one. Okay. So this is already downloaded on my machine. So if you see here, I have this zip file. I need to unzip it into one of my folders. So I can create a folder here. In my C drive, I'm creating a folder applications. And I'll go back and download and unzip in that particular folder. I'll right click it and I say extract all, and I'll browse it to that particular folder. C applications. Okay, so our SQL Developer is being extracted to this particular file folder. Just run SQL Developer. When you run it for the first time, it is going to ask you for the JDK path. So let it start. Here I think JDK is already installed. Otherwise, when it asks for, if in case it asks for the JDK path, then you have to give the path of java.exe. I'll show you where is java.exe. Again, you have to go back to your installation. If in case if it asks, here it is not asking, but on some machines it might ask. So you have to go to C program files, Java, JDK, bin, java.exe. So here you will find this java.exe. So you have to give path if SQL Developer asks you for that particular path, right? In case if it doesn't, then it's okay. So you have SQL Developer installed on your machine. Now you need to make a connection with this. Before making a connection, we have to do certain other things also. So go back to your command line and type alter user HR identified. First you need to unlock it. Alter user HR account unlock. Okay, so your account is unlocked. Then you have to type alter user HR identified by white box QA. Okay, so once you are done with this, you are ready to make a connection. Make the connection. Connection name, say HR underscore XE. You can give any other name also. Username HR, password whitebox QA. And here everything else would be same. You can click on test. It says success and say connect. If it is connected, you will see something like this, and if you drop down on this plus, you will see the tables. If you see this, everything is all set up, and Oracle and SQL Developer is all ready to go.